Hello and welcome, Exiles, to the Day 2 update to the Berserker Slammer. We are now a level 92 character. We have changed our passive tree around, mainly just trying to get a bit more defensive. I decided to drop the CDR wheel here and drop the Warcries Cannot Exert. Should be fine for the most part in terms of our Seismic Cry and our Rallying Cry. We'll still have those while mapping, but it will mean we'll have a bit more downtime on Intimidating for single target. Eventually, I'd like to add Warcry CDR tattoos, so that way we do still have Intimidating Cry for every single one of our attacks. But for right now, I just wanted to get a bit more defensive with the character, get an Endurance Charge, get a bit more life, and so that's what we did there. I also added in what I would say is a very big upgrade, which is the Light of Meaning Jewel. The new King of the Mist drop is basically Piranha's Pack from last league, and this jewel right here with this area is just massive value if you can't really tell. We have a ton of nodes in here. Just look at the difference it makes on our tooltip. 150k versus 100k. It's like 35% more damage, something like that. It's a lot of percent damage. Works perfectly for the tree, and I think I'd recommend it as a high DPS upgrade to get. And outside of that, we also added in charge duration onto our basically sustain now for our endurance charges. So when I pop my banner down, I have a 20-second endurance charge on, or 20-second charge duration for our endurance charge, which it takes about 9 seconds for these to get generated, and we have perfect uptime for our frenzies and our endurance in boss fights if I choose to actually pay attention and manage it. And that's how we're sustaining endurance charges. And we also got this reservation wheel, which allowed us to fit determination into our build, although it's still level 19, not very well leveled up. And determination is significantly weaker than it was last league, not giving us a lot of flat armor, which hurts a bit with calms. Eventually, I may decide to upgrade to a rare chest piece just to get a real armor number. I haven't fully decided. I kind of like having a little bit of life number, but we'll see. There's some other things I plan to do with probably a Doriani's Glorious Vanity Jewel here, maybe a massive thread here, but for the time being, I'm fairly happy with how this character is doing so far. It turns out, turning so far, whatever. Anyways, I've also been doing a lot of boss rushing. I have a bunch of mod tier effect, and I have the boss rush nodes for Maven, Destructive Play, and this is what I've been doing for a bit of my early currency, as well as just trying to progress my Atlas and stuff like that, getting my way to doing Maven and Uber Elder. So that is the thing. I also invested into a bit more AoE investment on the tree. If you'll notice, our slams should be consistently larger. I grabbed these 3 nodes for AoE here, which gives me about 40% AoE. And I dropped Fist of War. Fist of War had a 1.8 second cooldown. I really like the animation of it, but at the end of the day, it's just not very good when you have an attack speed of like 2 times per second, which means basically every 1 in 4 attacks we get Fist of War, which would not be a very good consistency. And I swapped it out for Awakened Melee Fizz, which I am now leveling. Same with Awakened Brutality, I'm also leveling that as well. Right now, Awakened Gems aren't very expensive. I bought both of them for about 50C each, so we'll see if that remains to be the case. But if you're looking for an upgrade to your character, Awakened Gems are currently fairly cheap. I even dropped an Awakened Ellie Focus, a gem that normally I think is like a multi-divine gem. I checked on trade, it was only 10C on trade, and I was like, I'm not even going to sell this. I'm just going to hold on to this and use it for a future character type of thing. So, a little shout out if you're looking for upgrades for your character. Awakened Gems are just really, really affordable right now. We'll see if it stays that way. I think they'll probably rebound and get more expensive, but that's just a current thing that's going on. Yeah, but as you can see, it's really chill. I am quite happy with the big AoE and just get slamming these guys. Get a nice little slam on, or stun on this dude from our leap slam alone, and then and then not die. See, we're fine. One shot this other guy that came in for Maven's Witness, but it all worked out okay. This map had 150 gain as extra. These are no joke maps. I'm obviously doing a bunch of mod rating on it, and I'm gonna continue to increase that as I get more Atlas completion and whatnot. And hopefully we keep leveling. We'll see how that goes. At the very least, it's been working pretty well. Yeah, this is the day 2 update. I'm once again tired, and I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the league, and hopefully this gives you some insight of how to continue to upgrade the character. I think the goal for tomorrow, probably gonna be looking at getting some better rares. Like, for example, a big rare belt would be fun to do. Getting maybe, for example, a Oh, the Uber Shaper Slam helmet. The thing about that helmet is I need to solve my fizz mitigation. So I'm still working out the details of how I can do that, which the details are probably I might have to say goodbye to my comms heart, which I don't really want to do because it's so much life. But at the same time, it is forcing us to give up a lot of sockets, which could give us more power. And a big, thick armor chest piece goes a long way for mitigating fizz, our biggest weakness on this character right now. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Excuse me. As always, take care and have a good one. Peace out, Exiles.